Good evening, morning, afternoon, freaks and geeks. This is Relution. Welcome back to one of the things I like to do. Debunking 10 videos. Volume 2. Now, okay, most of these are actually pictures. But there's a lot here that has been debunked. A lot. And people are like, oh no, this is actual evidence. This is real. I really want to strive home that all of these are actually not paranormal. Okay? There's some old cases, there's some recent cases. So before we get into it, keep the comments clean. No hate. No, like, calling other people dumb for their opinions. Like, if you actually think that this is paranormal, tell me why. Or, if I'm missing something, let me know. But before we get into the videos, there's something I want to bring up. In one of my previous videos, in my video, the 10 paranormal videos I cannot explain, volume 1, there's this video of, like, this red-eyed creature. It looked faked. Though, I couldn't tell if it was, like, their friend or someone that was legitimately, like, trying to terrorize them. I am now fully convinced it is 100% staged. The proof, the nail in the coffin, the red-eyed monster, is a Halloween costume. They had one of their friends dress up in the Halloween costume with nothing but black, with red eyes, with lights, red, like, light-up eyes, and they filmed it. So, completely, utterly debunked. 1. This next one. Oh, lordy. This next one. Oh, my God. Alright, just take a look at it. Yeah, this is one of those really old-timey photos. You know, way back before they had Photoshop. But let me tell you why it's called Photoshop. Because there's a thing called shopping your photos. Now, I'm pretty sure it might have been called chopping your photos, but let's just go with that. There's several different ways you can alter a photograph, just like this. Now, I want to point out something. See these little lines here? Now, it could be, like, from age and, like, distortion and whatnot. But also, there seems to be a film of some form over top of the picture of these three people. Now, if you don't know the whole why this picture was taken in the first place, there was a thing called ghost photography. The medium, the psychic medium, would be like trying to conjure the ghosts, and they would take a picture of it. And then in the picture there would be a ghostly form or a gaseous form just like this, with the person's face in it. Now, what this kind of seems like to me is a double exposure photo. Person took their deceased loved one's picture, put their face on like cotton, and like took a picture of that, and then without advancing the film, took another picture. if you're confused on what I mean, the old-time films, they're on actual, like, little film. That's why it's called film. And the camera shines the light in the room, captures the image that it sees. So, you would have to either roll, or in, like, the cameras that I did as a kid, there was, like, a little switch. You press it, and then it goes back, and it advances the film to the next square. If you don't advance it, and you take another picture, you'll have two pictures on one. That's what happened here. These type of pictures have already been debunked heavily. However, it was debunked back then. I bring this up because I keep seeing these on forums and like 10 pictures you will not believe that actually exist. But that's what's going on with this type of picture. Wanted to let you, like everybody know, in case you did not know about how this is designed and how it is created, now you know. I'm sorry if I offended you if you already knew. I mean, then obviously I'm not informing you. You already knew. So yeah, I am not going to look at any more pictures like this in the future unless it's something unique. 2. Now, I've already explained about double exposure with the ghost photography picture earlier in this video. That one was staged. This one, though, this one still is a double exposure, but I don't think it was staged, because this guy was just trying to take a picture, like he wanted a portrait of himself. His wife had recently passed away, I think is what it's. This is William Mumbler. If I recall correctly, that was the case. And when this developed, it came out and it looks like his wife is sitting there pointing at something with her arm around his shoulder. Although this is just a double exposure. Like I said, it wasn't staged, it was just an accident. I don't know if that is his wife or not. But I think it would kind of be interesting if it was actually a picture of his wife and he just took a picture of himself, not knowing that there was still a picture of his wife that hasn't been advanced or whatever. But I find this to be really interesting, like how this happened. Again, I don't think it's staged, but it's not a ghost. It's double exposure. 3. That video you saw, I remember making the rounds around the internet a long time ago. And if I recall correctly, I think that was supposed to be a publicity for I think it was Korean or Ches, like a Ches Republican show about people with superpowers. Pretty much, if this was real, I'm pretty sure we would have heard a lot about it. It would have been blown up on the news. People would be trying to, like, interview this guy, being like, oh, hey, this guy can actually teleport. Okay. And I think we have seen more cases of this. But this is the only photo, or footage, that we have of this. It's just like the long-legged creature thing. This is definitely movie magic. 4. Alright, this picture. Oh god, this picture. What can I say about this picture here? It's the Amityville ghost, like, haunting. This whole case just got blown up and been, like, proved everywhere that this whole thing was hoaxed by the Warrens. Okay. Every time the Warrens are brought up, I am going to mention what I feel about them. I feel that, yes, they studied demonology. They knew what they were talking about, and that they're actually, like, studying the cases and whatnot. This is why I am so adamant about nitpicking every little paranormal, like, evidence and pulling it apart. If there's, like, a little string sitting there, I'm going to pull it. And if it unravels, then it's not real evidence. Just like the Amityville. This was just a kid. Actually, no. Did they say that it was one of the cameramen that hunched over? But it's a real person sitting there. Why are their eyes glowing? Because it is their eyes are reflecting the light from the camera and whatnot. It's a simple case of persons posing there. They never took any pictures of ghosts. They never found any evidence of anything going on there. It's just so frustrating when people are like, oh, this is obviously evidence. No, it's not. And before you say that I'm already being a hypocrite, I'm not bringing people down. It's just this is not evidence. The Warrens legitimately tried to investigate, and for one reason or another, I don't want to say why they did it, because I don't know, but for one reason or another, they decided to stage this photo. And that's how it is. 5. Okay. This is yet another one from Slapped Ham, but he found it from Sitio Paranormal from Twitch X. Supposedly, this guy captured 2 ghosts. Watch the clip. So, my biggest problem, again, you gotta ask, why is he recording in the first place? Creepy house, he's on the phone, so that starts off being legitimate. But then he goes into the hallway. He's lining up the shot in the hallway. Sees the kid run through the hallway. Goes up, looks at the door. Oh, it's locked, even though I'm not even rotating the doorknob. Then he stands back and gets in the exact same position. Who does that? And then, like, the face comes out. Ooh, actually, that that part legitimately gave me a little bit of shivers. But the exact same location. He's setting up the shot so that he can CG it. This would be why the hands on the door in my actual paranormal video. That's why I say that is legitimate, because it rotates. He didn't line up the shot or just like stand there watching the hands hitting the door and then they fade. He walks around and the hands are constantly hitting the same spot on the door. They don't shift, they don't waver, they're not flat. This is set up. It's not even as well as the Real Demons Caught on Tape. I'm going to reference that a lot because that was really good. That is still one of my favorite like faked paranormal evidences. It was really well done, top notch, until you got to the little hand monster. Then it got silly. 6. I love a good cryptid. You like a good cryptid. Who doesn't like a good cryptid? I also enjoy seeing videos that are like catching little creatures, including this one. So the parent is recording their child, like, you know, it's a little nice moment, until a goblin runs across the I can't keep a straight face. Until a goblin runs across the floor there. Now, Rouge, how could it be faked? You see the shadow there, right? Yes, I do. Fictional person that I just made sound a little goofy. However, the shadow is in the wrong direction, especially when it like runs past the leg there. The shadow of the leg and the shadow of the goblin are going in different directions. Also, if you notice, goblin starts where the kid's head is and just runs across and ends behind the dresser there. Also, one glaring huge thing, if you notice, the goblin and the area around him are two different quality of video. Now, it does look like they tried to make the goblin like as what is the word? Undetailed as possible. There's a spiffier word I wanted to use. I'm whipping my mic around. Whip my bike back and forth. I whip my bike. I said bike and then bike. I'm cutting that out. But I really do not think that this is an actual goblin. That looks like a CG model someone made to run across the kitchen floor. It might not even be the people that recorded this video initially. Someone was probably like, hey, I'm just going to make a little goblin video here. Also, he has no, like, reflection in the tiles where everything else does. So, it's an interesting video. Ow. And it's cool. It's a good video. I'm not going to knock it down on that. But it's not a goblin. It's CG. 7. Now, personally, I hate using like photos from like a family gathering, family outing. Uh I don't know these kids, so I'm gonna block out their faces for their own security. Uh these next three photos were taken pretty much at the same time. The kids were playing on this tree. And well, I'm gonna let you look at them before I do anything. Yeah, did you see what they think is paranormal? Yeah, I'll let you. Well, I'm going to tell you in which one it is. It's picture number 2. Here's the picture again. Now here's the picture close up at the spot where they think it is. Do you say anything? If you said no, yeah, me neither. If you said yes, then there was this face there, right? Ooh, it's very spooky. It looks like a face. And so does a lot of other things. Like, I thought they were talking about that face in the third picture that was in the leaves. Good luck finding that, because I can't find that anymore. But that's my point exactly. And they're like, oh, it's not in the other two pictures. That's because they're in different angles. So yeah. That would be why you don't see it in the other two pictures. Different angles. And the kid is like blocking just the right amount to make it look like there's another kid's face back there. I'm willing to consider this debunked. What do you think? Could that be a ghostly face, or is that just part of the backdrop? Because, I mean, if you look at the pictures, the light shining on the branches almost looks like a Caucasian flesh tone. Easy misidentification. 8. Now, I have covered trail cams before. Debunking the rake. But I feel like this one kind of needs to be reiterated. Because with this picture, if I have to tell you that that's a girl, then I'm sorry, that's just a girl. What she's doing in the meadow, though, that is the question. It looks like she's in like pajamas. I don't see shoes on her. She looks confused. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, why are the deer there? Because aren't they afraid of humans? Well, what if she was there first? That's kind of a creepier like question. It's like, why is she there just standing there? So, yeah. It's a real girl. I'm pretty sure it's a real girl. Why is she there, though? I thought there was, like, an explanation on the internet, and I looked for it, and I couldn't find it. If I found it, I was not going to include this picture, but it's here. People are still saying it's a ghost. It's a girl. If you have, like, the full story about, like, if this girl actually did wander off from somewhere or something like that, link the page down in the comment section down below, and I thank you. 9. Yes, once again, this next video is from Slapped Ham. I'm sorry if that bothers people. It's like I keep trying to find the original sources. If I can't, I use how I found it. So this one was captured on a security camera. And the guy's recording and voicing over, like, you could see that no one is there.
No legs, and she disappears. If you see, nobody is going into this apartment right now.
However, one thing I've noticed that is there, and that's a car.
However, no other solid objects vanish from view at any point in the video, which has led others to suspect that the person might actually be a ghost.
Why is this important? Well, that's because the headlights are casting shadows. Shadows that look like people walking. I've seen this happen several times, and I've seen it happen now. I'm pretty sure 99% that is what's going on.
No legs, and she disappears. If you see, nobody is going into this apartment right now.
However, no other solid objects vanish from view at any point in the video, which has led others to suspect that the person might actually be a ghost.
Going on. This guy misinterpreted a shadow being cast from the oncoming car as a ghostly figure walking there. Again, just like with all of these, if you think otherwise, let me know. But I'm pretty sure that is what this is. 10. Now, I love a good glitch in the Matrix story. I've encountered some glitches in the Matrix myself. I've uploaded some to this channel in the personal stories playlist. Link in the description and in the end cards. But this next video shows a glitch happening. Play the video. But it's not a glitch in the Matrix. It's a glitch in the camera. Now, if you notice, it's a camera going back and forth. And at one point, when all the players start freezing and other players start disappearing, you will see, or actually hear, a little grinding noise going on. And if you notice, the point where people freeze and disappear is a straight line in the middle of the video. Yeah, for some reason, half the video froze. And the people disappearing are just walking onto the half of the video that's frozen. So the camera's no longer recording them. Now, I would really love evidence of glitch in the Matrix, like caught on camera. Like, I know people are like uploaded pictures of them holding like the Berenstain Bear books, but it's Berens, like, instead of Stain, it's Stein, which I always thought it was Stein. Another video that I explained why. But sadly, this is not a Matrix glitch. It's a camera glitch. I am so sorry to bring that terrible news to you guys. So, that was 10 more evidences that I've gathered that I can debunk. What do you think? Were some of these things that you actually believed in and saw me debunking it and be like, hey, yeah, you know you're right? Or do you feel like I'm wrong? If you think that I'm wrong or misinformed or don't have all the information, go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below. Again, I would like everything to be clean. This is a debate, not trying to prove who is wrong and who is stupid. Because I could be wrong about, like, the trail cam. That could have been a ghost. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it was a girl. Anyway, also, again, if you know the fuller story or have, like, links to articles or whatnot, go ahead, put them in the comment section down below. I am going to try to get links for not just this one, but my absolute paranormal video that I just recently did. I had these sitting, I've been sitting on these for, like, since October. I was going to do these two. A lot of family stuff happened, and I just really haven't gotten around to sitting down and going through these. Glad I waited, though, because now I have Filmora, which I'm able to keep track of the videos a lot easier than in Premiere Pro, because Premiere Pro I had to like create different, like a lot of different sequences. I had to keep flipping back and forth, highlighting, cutting, pasting. But now it's like I can record all the different 10 bits, the intro, the outro, whatever bits I feel like throwing in, and it's all there on one screen for me. Easy. I can just click and drag, cut what needs to be cut out of it, and I'm done. A lot easier. And then also I don't have to export it and then upload it. I can just do the upload. It does them both right away, and I'm really loving Filmora. And I've been playing with some of the other tools, like you've probably seen my SCP done in AI, which is awful, god awful. But if that's going to be a popular series, I'm going to continue doing it that way. Although I would like to buy the other video things and find out, like, if I can add stuff to it. Because I noticed it pulls videos from the little library I have and just puts it in the video according to what's on the screen, like the words that I type. And it's quite hilarious. I'm loving it for like the absolute ridiculousness of it. But anyway, I'm not doing that with these. This is full me. I'm combing through the internet looking for different paranormal things to talk about. Why? Because I'm passionate about it. Like I said, it's like with the Amityville horror, the whole thing there, it was debunked. Completely, utterly debunked. And now the Warrens, even though I give them credit, they were legitimately researching demons and whatnot. It's just they staged their stuff, which would also bring in question about the Annabelle doll. Is that a real thing or not? If I die tomorrow, then yes, it is. But if the paranormal's real, I want to prove it with 100%, without a doubt, that yes, this is what's happening. This is what it is. I don't want to be like, oh, well, no, this could be this, and you're like mistaking it as this. No, it's real. It's totally real. Look. Oh, my phone is flying. You know, I did that because there's this one video I found a long time ago. It was hilarious. It's like, oh, a paper was levitating. It was obviously like someone off screen holding a paper and waving it from the camera. It was great. I loved it. It was awesome. Anyway. Oh, and we're going to circle it so you know what we're talking about. It was great. Anyway. If you want me to take a look at some other pieces of evidence, link it to me, send it to me, whatever. Subscribe if you'd like to see me talk about some other things, debunking things, going through popular paranormal shows, like Ghost Adventures is on my list. I plan on looking at a good handful of different, like, various different evidences that they come across and talking about it. Could it be faked? Is it real? That kind of thing. Because, goddamn, all those bugs they keep capturing. So until next time, stay spooky.